a bit more. But Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam, Minister of State Finance Ministry, joins us on phone. Thanks, Dr. Amin Adam, for your time on Newsfile.
Well, thank you, Ivan.
I mean, let's start with what happened last night. I mean, you can confirm, can you not, that the 600 million hit the accounts, all right?
Yes, 600 million hit the account of the Bank of Ghana yesterday.
Okay, good. And how is government taking this in terms of the use to which you want to put that immediately?
Well, I think that we've explained that the program has two multifaceted outcomes that we expect to achieve. Number one, we want to be able to promote growth, and therefore the money will be used for budget support. But at the same time, we want to also strengthen our balance of payment position. And to that extent, the money is coming through the Bank of Ghana. The Bank of Ghana will supply the equivalent to the government use in the budget. And so you are going to start seeing some relief in terms of financing in the budget. So we are able to meet the financing gap of the budget. And then also we should expect the cedi to get stronger and stronger. Already over the last 6 months, Bloomberg has reported that the cedi is the best performing currency out of 150 currencies across the world. And so with the flow of the IMF money and other resources that will flow into the country, we expect the currency to get stronger and stronger.
Yeah, I mean, and yesterday, the finance minister at the press briefing, this must have been on Thursday, made the point that the 600 million, once it hits, will be used for financing programs. Can you clarify that? When you say financing programs, what did he mean?
Well, the budget has programs and projects which already have been approved by Parliament. And when we talk of budget support, we have a financing component. Of course, there's a deficit that we have to finance, and would have gone to borrow to finance that deficit. And so with the IMF money coming in, it will go to support same projects, road projects, railway projects, medical facilities, telecommunication, etc., etc. So these are the projects that have been approved already in the budget.
Okay, clarify again for me. I asked that because the primary reason we were told for going to the IMF was to get balance of payment support, and where, if you look at the IMF document, it specifies how precarious our reserves are currently, and import cover, etc. If you're going to use the 600 million for roads and projects, etc., that possibly doesn't address the primary challenge, the existential threat of the import cover and the reserves question. Can you reconcile that?
No, I think in the past, the IMF support has gone to provide balance of payment and support. The Bank of Ghana will just receive the money and then use that to build their reserves. Now you're having two full benefits. The money comes to the Bank of Ghana account, and the Bank of Ghana will also give cedis. And it is not just on the spot. The cedi, the release of cedis by the Bank of Ghana is going to be over time. And so you certainly will have the reserve position being strengthened, while you also receive the cedi equivalent of the dollars to be received by the Bank of Ghana to finance programs and projects approved in the budget.
That's a very important clarity, and I'll get Doc's reaction to that. But first to you, now he's giving clarity what the money will be used for, roads, etc., and projects.
I've just opened to the budget appendix 3A, summary of central government operations 2023, page 189. Are you confirming on this program today that this 600 million would be used for road construction payments, like you are saying? Can you confirm that on authority on this program so that we have that on record?
I think he said that.
No, I just want him to clarify that.
Well, didn't you hear what I said?
He said that.
Please, can you I just wonder, because it's not
Did you
here.
hear what I said?
I don't see that here. I've checked.
No,
Look.
if you didn't hear what I said, that is fine. But
Okay, I didn't hear. Can you re-echo that for us?
The public heard what I said.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm a panelist. I didn't hear. I'm a panelist.
No, I mean, I did because of the public. Let me do that. He said that he mentioned a host of things, including roads.
So it's confirmed that the minister says this 600 part of it will be used to pay for road construction.
Yeah, it includes roads. He mentioned that.
So we'll get that in the budget outcomes. I know that will not happen, but let's keep that.
Okay, let me quickly get clarity on that. Dr. Chumesi Bafo, so now we have clarity on what the 600 million will be used for, and that's an important point. Now the minister has said a host of things, including government infrastructure and programs, including roads, etc.
Essentially, my understanding of the IMF program is that it's a balance of payment support that the funding comes in for. So the BOG will receive it, and then in that regard, it will support our foreign reserves position, and then we will use that in the management of the foreign exchange market and interventions here and there. But indeed, it is funding that is coming in, and it is not just going to sit in the vault of the Bank of Ghana, but I know that it also comes in a form of, it can also come in a form of budgetary support. But from what the minister is saying, I'm not too clear, because there is also the World Bank support in this deal, where I have read that the World Bank is targeting a $900 million support to the budget, because essentially there is a financing gap in the budget based on the fact that Ghana does not have market access. So it needs to be filled. And in that regard, that is what needs to be done. But I am a bit not too clear with regards to this funding going into road construction and infrastructure.
Thankfully, the minister is on, so let's get that clarity for you. Dr. Meda, do you want to try and give Dr. Chumesi Bafo some clarity on it?
Yes, of course. So the money is coming through the Bank of Ghana, and as I speak, we all know that the money landed in the account of the Bank of Ghana. But the Bank of Ghana will give the equivalent when we call on it, because you call on it to also support your budget. And if you read the IMF program document very well, there is budget support component of it. And so it is a fact that even though it's coming through the Bank of Ghana, and the Bank of Ghana will also release it to the government, the purpose of the government taking this money is to be able to use it for budget support. We have the financing component of our budget, 2023 budget. And this is why we continue to say that the IMF program has catalytic effect. Because of our application for the IMF-supported program, the World Bank also, started negotiating with us for additional budget support, $900 million to be disbursed in equal tranches of $300 million every year, which is also coming to support the financing gap in the budget. There are so many other sources that we are looking at. We are engaging other multilaterals, we are engaging bilaterals, and also we want to be able to increase our own domestic effort in order to finance the gap in the budget.
Okay. Dr. Champon, your take on this?
So I think Honorable is very right. The money comes to the central bank first. It's received in dollars. Central bank would keep some portion for bolstering the reserves and help stabilize the city, and then subsequently some other portions of the money would be released to the Ministry of Finance or the Treasury for different items in the budget. As to the specifics of that, I don't know. But what is really important, I think, is that this initial funding that we've gotten is just a temporary fix, in the sense that it's like being sick. You've gone to the hospital, you've been given morphine to help ease the pain. But beyond that, you've got to take some dose of heavy antibiotics to cure the ailment. And any other funding that we're going to be getting, whether from the IMF, whether from the World Bank or other development partners, is all contingent on us meeting the program targets. That's very, very important. So when the next review is done in a couple of months, if you look at the document and the targets in there towards the end of the year, if we have not met most of those core quantitative and the structural sort of benchmark reform targets, then it becomes difficult to get those additional tranche of money, coming in that regard.
Okay.